Hey folks, update on some safety equipment. This winter, I've added GlobalFix V4 10-year battery EPIRB on the boat. This bracket is through bolted right through there. That shows everybody where it's at on the inside of the boat. Of course, I point that out when I'm bringing people in. I also got a self-inflating Onyx AM24 life vest. Put a PLB on there, the ACR 400 PLB on there. The other thing I did, I was debating on whether to get one of those cut-off things for the engine. But what I did instead for right now, because the antenna on that won't fit back in here, where I need to put that either on the inside or outside. So I took the normal cord you see here, or curly cord, and I installed another one to it. Copper fitting. And this clip, I added a bigger clip, and with the bigger clip, I think you can see there or not, I can easily clip this to my belt anywhere else, and this double cord reaches absolutely anywhere in my cockpit. Anywhere I'm going to be on the cockpit or on the platform, this reaches without cutting the engine off. So I did that temporarily until I decide whether I'm going to get one of those FELL cutoff things that I have to wire into this. But I don't have room under there for that. There's a long antenna with those, and I don't have room for that under there. So just thoughts. Safety item right here. We'll just call this a porta potty. The Coast Guard tells everybody that most fishermen who die or drown fall off the boat with their zipper down because they're hanging over the boat. Well, you don't have to hang over the boat, just carry something like that, and that shouldn't, just an idea. I've also added ditch bag. This is that new flare that takes the place of all the pyrotechnic flares, and it comes with, of course, a whistle that meets a sounding device. But also I've got two of the. It comes with one. I've always had this one. I had a life raft one time. Previous, I had a life raft, a 6-man life raft. That's the also flag, orange flag, distress flag that meets daytime requirements out of there. For the Coast Guard. But this it supposedly meets all the requirements, those two items and a whistle, so you don't have to buy flares anymore. But as you can see, I still keep flares. I've got 4 in here, and I've got all my used ones of the 12 gauge kind. I keep using. They're illegal to have on board. Just you have to have, if you're not going to use this as your primary thing that meets the requirement, you have to have 3 flares. The flares last are dated for 42 months. I also keep one of these. Sorry for this. I'm working one-handed. I keep one of these items in here. Oops. And that's not what I'll be keeping in my ditch bag. It's what I have in there right now for storage. And I've got things like water and other items in the ditch bag. Okay, so sorry I'm working one-handed there. I apologize for that. But anyways, although this meets my requirement and this meets my requirement, I still keep the other flares, and I'll keep updated flares on board because I like to have redundancy in some of these items. In my offshore vests, I keep 12 vests on board. I've added to these that I have 2 offshore vests. And these offshore vests, these are the, yes, I call type 1. And on these, I keep Sialoom lights, military version Sialoom lights. I keep mirror. I keep lights, keep whistles. I keep a Solus water activated light system on here. That's just on that vest. I have 2 of those that are equipped the same way. We'll pull that other one out right now. And I have a total of 12 on board. And plus, like I mentioned, my other newer self-inflating one that I should have had years ago, as we get up there in age, we should be doing that kind of thing. If I mentioned I've got the MMSI number on my VHF radio. There's a distress button there. If you lift this up and push the distress button, because I do have an MMSI number registered. This is